Today we are in the hills of Hollywood to meet Chris Patrick. And no, that is not my accountant. He's one of the best rappers to come on the scene. His new project, The Calm, is one of the best projects of 2024, and he's currently on tour in Europe. But of course, he made time for me. Chris Patrick, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
I almost jumped the gun, but
no, it's all good.
When did you land in LA?
What's today? Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah,
I thought you landed today. I was like, did you come straight here from the airport?
I landed yesterday 4:40.
You were able to get the lay of the land a little bit.
About, you know what I'm saying? I actually came in, it was like gray skies. Jersey was so much like brighter and the sun was out. I was really disappointed. Yeah.
I've heard the weather on the East Coast has been beautiful. Is that correct?
Amazing. I was sweating in the airport. It was like 82 degrees in the airport with AC on. I'm in there sweating. Like,
what is going on? Because LA has not been like that. And I'm so over the gloom right now.
Yeah,
I just want to get better. But let's talk about you.
Sure.
Baby fucking on bitches I don't see is beautiful. Hit that woody woo. Have a suck on my rooster as soon as I give her the Uber to pharmaceutical. I be doping it down with this dick, take that bitch to a funeral. Fuck the who is who. We gon' keep it low key so they don't even know what I do.
You have had a little while now with your project dropping, The Calm. And I just want to say, no bullshit. That album has been on repeat for me.
Oh, thank you.
I literally listen to Barcelona probably once a week. So I truly think that is a very timeless piece, which is crazy.
I appreciate your words. Thank you.
Yeah, I love it. Walk me through the process. I heard a rumor that you made that project over a span of 10 days. Is that true?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah. So I was in Nashville for a very long time, and I had got back to Jersey, I think like December. Like me and my homie, we drove up from Nashville, and I was kind of like, I was down bad. I didn't really want to do music for real, but my homie got what? Yeah, I was in a weird place in my life, but my homie Gutty sent me the outro to the project, and that just like sparked everything. And like over the course of 10 days, I was just writing my ass off. And by the time January hit, we had a whole project, and I was just like, all right, let's put it out. I swear to God.
It became The Calm.
literally became The Calm. And I was just like, all right, let's do it. And I've never worked that fast on a project before, but it just happened. It came together the way it was. And when it dropped and I seen the way it was received, I was just in disbelief. It definitely changed the way my mind works now, because I realize I don't got to take as much time as I need to. But yeah,
I truly don't understand that, how that can just come together naturally, but I'm so glad it did.
Yeah,
how are you feeling about it all? Now that the dust has settled a little bit, now it's calm, maybe? I don't know.
I love that. I feel really good, to be honest, because again, I was in like a little weird place. I was like in this weird transition period of like, okay, I had a little situation that I was in.
Yeah.
I got out of that, and I'm kind of feeling a little weird about music. To drop that project and see it be received as well as it was, it just like put another battery in my back.
Yeah.
It was like, I wouldn't say I was writing from like a place of like, oh, this is my last like chance or some shit, but I definitely was writing with a lot more intention with this project. So when I put it out and everybody loved it, I was like, oh yeah, we back.
And you can hear that passion.
Yeah, thank you. I really appreciate that.
I love that. Let's be honest, and I don't mean any offense by this, but Chris Patrick, that doesn't sound like a rapper name. That sounds like a fratty white boy male,
Facts,
So why Chris Patrick and not a like stage name?
So I'm gonna look at this directly. You guys, my mama, because I'm named after my dad. So like, they decided, okay, we're gonna do Kristen Patrick. My full name is Kristen, so it's Kristen Patrick Jr. And I kind of just like, I had a rap name before this shit, but I went Chris Patrick because I just feel like it's easier to connect to like fans and stuff like that. Like I think one of the biggest things for me is transparency in all of my music. And I felt like having a stage name kind of set up a little wall between me and them. So I just kind of went Chris Patrick because that's who I am.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's funny that you say that though, because my name, back when I used to apply for jobs and shit, nobody knew who the hell was coming in. I remember one time when I was working at Best Buy, swear to you, the guy who was in the interview with me thought he was going to get a girl. And I'm like, bruh, here I am, what? Kristen Patrick, live in the flesh. Swear to God, it's me.
I love it because usually with, rappers, I mean, a lot of rappers, I never know their government name because they go by their stage name and that's kind of their whole demeanor. So I have to ask, I want to know your creative process. We talked about how the album came together, or your mixtape came together over a span of 10 days. But, and I know you said you're in a dark place, and so it kind of just like, might be a one-off thing. But when you're creating music, I mean, you're constantly collaborating with a bunch of people. I mean, I just got in contact with Earl Hondo, and I love FYE.
That's my dog.
Like, how do you approach that creative process when you're making music, I guess? Or is it just simply you like the person, you want to collaborate with them?
I'm always a fan first and foremost. Like, I'm a fan of everybody I work with. I always like the creation process to just be a free one. I don't really try to put too many like borders on things. It's like once we get in the room, let's just let the ideas flow. Like, let's not even think. There's one guy, I can't say his name because he on next project. Aww. But he came into a session with us and I had something like kind of already there, and he was just like, I fuck with it, but like let's cook from scratch. And we made an amazing joint off of that shit. So like,
I love that.
I was really, really happy about that. But I just try to open the doors to whatever. Because you never know. Like, I don't want to come in there with a preconceived notion because it limits the ability to create. So if we just go in there with a blank slate, the possibilities are endless.
Just go in, creative, just juices flowing everywhere.
Yeah,
Imagination.
You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes we'll just... Back when I was recording the last 2 months, we used to be in the studio and the homie Nick would always bring like cookies. And like, that was a thing. Every day we had cookies, we had random food. That was fire though, because it helped like spark the ideas and shit like that. We just, hey man, we ain't got nothing right now. Let's go make some cookies. Cookies come out, we cooking up the next song already. Like, it's fire.
I love that. What's on your playlist? Okay, like, what are you listening to? Whether you're traveling, flying out to LA, whether you're in the car, what's on your playlist? Or do you listen to yourself?
I do listen. I listen to a lot of unreleased shit. Once the projects drop, I listen to them, but I'll be focused on the next work. You know what I'm saying? Right now, Alex Bannon, she just dropped the project. That's one of my homegirls. Love her. She dropped the project 2 days ago. Since When Noah, I believe the name of the project is. I love that project. Jordan Ward, always bumping Jordan Ward. It's my dude. Who else? Jid, Smino. I'm trying to think of some random Tommy Richmond. I was just thinking Tommy Richmond.
Yes.
I love Tommy Richmond.
All over the place right now.
Tommy Richmond is amazing. Yo, this is white boy named Ian. Oh my God, I love Ian.
Yes.
I'll be playing Ian. I know they be saying crazy shit about Ian on Twitter, but like, I fuck with Ian. I don't give a fuck. I fuck with Ian. He hard. And I think the beauty of music right now is that it's allowing us to incorporate so many different avenues when we make music. Like, there's so many endless possibilities now because there's so many different people from walks of life just making music. So I do fuck with Ian. Let me see if I got one more. Kendrick been on.
Of course. Oh I was wondering. I don't want to get controversial, but
I love Kendrick.
You know, we fuck with Kendrick over here, West Coast.
I fuck with Drake too, you know what I'm saying? But I fuck with Kendrick, you know what I'm saying?
I love to hear that, and I love that you kind of segued into what you're listening to, the climate of music right now. Yeah. I know you are part of this next generation of rap music, musicians as a whole. But what do you hope for when people listen to your music? Like, what do you hope they get out of it? And what are you hoping for as you put out more music?
It's funny because I feel like I talked about this with my homies. I feel like my journey ultimately, like my space in hip hop, what it means, I feel like is I'm gonna be the artist who ultimately, like, my journey is my journey. Yeah. And I feel like what I do really well is explain the highs and the lows of every journey. So I feel like my contribution to hip hop is gonna be a transparent one. It's just showing all facets of just what it means to move through this. And I feel like as a listener, what I want them to take away from it is just realizing that yes, your dreams are indeed like possible, but you have to understand it comes with so much, from sacrifice, late nights, a lot of failures. You know what I'm saying? It takes 1,000 failures before you see your first big W. And by the time you get to that W, a lot of times you don't even care no more because you think about the next thing. You feel me? So like, I just want everybody who listens to know that like, there is a lot that goes into this. It is possible, but you have to be willing to accept everything that comes with it as well.
I like that. Hey, that's very authentic.
I'll try.
I have a question off the cuff right now, just because I'm looking at your hand tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to know what they mean. I just got my first hand tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
A few weeks ago. It is a K.
Okay.
My mom just passed, so her name was Kelly. But I'm fascinated by hand tattoos. I want more, so I want to know about your tattoos.
You're the first person to ever ask me this.
Really?
Yeah, no, some real shit. So this is June 30th, 2019. I was going through some dark shit. And I got it tatted because it was a really important day to me because it just reminds me to keep going. Like, to really sum that up. You know what I'm saying? So it's always a reminder. And then RW was Richard Wilson. And then GW was Gwen Wilson. Those are my grandparents. They passed away. My grandmother actually passed away in October of... I think it was October or November of 2022. And my grandpa was a couple years before that. So I just got him tatted. I got a couple. I got projects on that motherfucker. I got my group. The hand tats, those are my favorite. They hurt.
I love it. Yes.
Like, that one, it seemed like it's pretty calm, but don't do these. Don't do these.
That's what I want, though. So it hurts really bad?
All right. So this was like a 9 out of 10 in terms of pain. This shit was a 50 out of 10. I was in that shit like, I was like, yo, what? And
Oh, no.
the outline was calm, but it was the shading.
Don't tell me that. You're
I'm
supposed
being
to say
honest.
it didn't hurt at all.
I'm being honest. That one right there, that looks like a nice spot. Like I might actually steal that. So if you see me, you're gonna see I might have a little place.
I thought this hurt. So
yeah. Don't do nothing here. And if you do this, just pick like one or two. All four of these, I was in there sweating. It was a cold day, and I was sweating my ass off. Like, oh my God, my whole hand was tingling. And after they finished, I was just like this.
Stop! You're scaring me.
But women, tolerate pain a lot better than men do. We kind of soft.
You heard it.
I'll be honest.
Everyone heard that here,
like,
right?
Women, tolerate pain a lot better than men do. We kind of soft.
Everyone heard it.
We saw.
Thank you for taking the time, coming out here, meeting with me today.
Absolutely.
Waiting as we set up. It's hot now, sitting in the heat. There's a fly going around.
I know.
Here, talking about tattoos. But my last question for you is just, what can we expect next?
More music. More music, more projects. It don't stop.
Leave it vague like that?
Yeah. I got to double up. I mean, so my last project I dropped in like 2022. We dropped the Calm this year. It's not enough to just go away. I got to drop another one. So
I love it. Yeah, let's hear it.
It's almost done. I can't say no names or nothing. I can't say what we doing, but like the next one almost done.
The rapper with the 2 first names,
Absolutely.
Chris Patrick. Thank you.
Thank you.